Monday, and welcome to BFit-TV. I'm Leslie Friedman, owner of Deco Fitness in Denver, Colorado. In this week's episode, correspondent Amy Spears shows us how she's getting farm fit. Influencer Chelsea Foy from Lovely Indeed gives us some summer parenting tips. And in this week's BFit Tip of the Week, a simple and delicious summer recipe. In our first episode, Amy Spears showed us how she balanced working from and working out at home.
Hey there, Leslie, and thank you for the warm welcome. This is correspondent Amy Spears coming to you from Homeschool Health.
Well, now that it's summertime and she's in the mountains, Amy shows you some ways to get farm fit.
Hey, Ames.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, what you doing? I almost didn't see you there.
Well, a lot of people have been asking me, how do you keep your gains during quarantine?
Yeah?
So I decided to give the people what they wanted and give a little tutorial.
Are you gonna look at me, or what are you digging for?
I'm digging for cicadas.
What, honey?
Because you gotta get... Got one. Here, zoom in on this guy. Zoom in on this guy. I think he did. I got him by his wings. You see him?
Ew,
You just see him?
yes.
Oh, I got another one. I got another one. They're a little smoky.
Ew.
Got another one.
Ooh, what do they taste like?
Cicadas.
Do you eat them often?
Yeah.
Protein.
Left over. Put them in your pocket.
Save them for snack later.
Now I'll take you through a routine
Okie dokie.
not meant for the faint of heart.
Okay.
We call them crick jumps. Crick jump over. Crick jump back. Crick jump over. Crick jump back.
Would you remember gun safety?
Over. Yeah. Crick jump back. I think so.
Yeah, thanks.
Over. And then you just do a crick jump over.
Yes.
Cardio. Now, we got some weightlifting. Found some weight.
Oh, good.
Lift it up. Okay. Watch for snakes.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this thing. Okay. So there's your weightlifting.
Okay.
Speed and agility. Climb that tree.
Oh.
Don't let the tree win. Ah! Let me toe the bar. Cracking wood. Never scared me before. Okay. Pull up. Just get up in humane as possible. Okay. Well known fact is, I shot put back in my day. Ouch, kind of hurt. So there's a little circuit I created. It's called a shot put into a tractor pull. We go here, we go here, and then we pull this, and we just pull, and then just get it going. And then press up, back down, press up, back down, all the way up overhead. Just get your weight underneath it. Spinner, I'm a crossfitter.
Ooh, uphill too. Wow.
Just gotta run and jump a little bit.
Oh, good. Well, almost.
Okay.
Got it. There you go. Home.
That's the one thing I like to call farm fit. Now you know how to survive and thrive. Oh, chicky chick. Oh, chicky chick. Ah! Okay. Okay.
Maybe our next episode should include wines that pair best with cicadas? It's officially summer, and most likely your kids are still at home. I reached out to Instagram influencer and owner of Lovely Indeed, Chelsea Foy, who is seriously the most creative mom that I know. She also happens to be my bestie. Well, hello.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us, Chelsea.
Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
I have to say, it's really weird to call you Chelsea because we always refer to each other as Besto.
I know.
And I don't know the last time I used your name. That is still your name, right?
Last time I checked, but my children literally call you Auntie Besto.
Which is like my favorite thing ever. So could you tell us a little bit about what you do? Tell us about Lovely Indeed.
Yeah. So kind of long story short, you could say I'm a blogger. Like my career is blogging, but to go more deeply into that, I consider myself a content creator. So I have an online lifestyle brand, we'll call it, which is Lovely Indeed. And it started as a blog. The flagship element is a blog, and it has kind of a complement of social platforms that go along with it. I also have, a print shop and downloads and courses and things that I sell that sort of all make up this brand. And Lovely Indeed itself is just sort of a brand that's all about encouraging positivity and empowerment and just including the things in your life and in your everyday that you feel that make it a little bit lovelier. So it's kind of about using what you have to make yourself and the people around you, lift yourself and the people around you, lift them up.
Would you like to talk about how we met?
Would I ever? Yes. Gather round, kids, for the story of a little show we like to call The Street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, scene, 2007, New York City, I think.
Yes, 2007.
2007.
Definitely
I had just moved to New York City literally like 2 days before.
Like 2 hours before.
Like 2 or 3 days before. My then boyfriend was cast in a musical called The Street, a little known new musical, which was so bad.
So I was going to say, little known then, even littler known now.
Because they buried it. You happened to be cast in the show as well as one of the 2 female leads. And I was just like, my boyfriend was like, hey, you want to be in a show? And I was like, that's great. I need something to do. I just got here yesterday. The day that you came back, I remember you walking in the room and being like, oh, she's cool. I need to know her. So we got to know each other over the course of doing that show. We bonded over how awful it was. And I'm pretty sure we were besties within a week. Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I remember latching onto you pretty quick.
Well, okay, so you've always worked, for the last several years, you've worked from home, and now you have 2 young kids. So, now that they are home with you more than they were before, how do you find a balance when you were at least able to have a little bit of time away when they would go to school or?
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that it's easy or that it has been easy, but I think we've found something that works for us, a system that kind of works for our family. Ryan and I have always worked from home, so that part is not new to us. We realized a couple years into working together at home alongside each other that we need to be really intentional and specific about setting work parameters for ourselves. We didn't want to be working on the couch in our pajamas all day because it didn't feel good to us. And maybe that is for some people, which is totally fine, but it's not the way that we found that we were productive and felt good. Yeah. So we set ourselves some parameters like a few years back that have worked well. And now that the kids are home with us all day, we basically just took the time and split it right down the middle and said, look, you have the kids here, I have the kids there. And when you have the kids, pretend I'm not even in the house.
Yeah. All right. So what are your favorite hacks to avoid mid-afternoon meltdowns? I guess this can apply to you and the kids.
Yeah. So I was just going to ask, like, me melting down or them melting down, because that's super different. That's the same though. I think a snack is good for everybody.
Good. And
we all need some goldfish crackers and some grape.
That is the perfect balanced meal.
I mean, for my kids, for sure, it's like when they start freaking out, I go down the checklist. Are they hungry? Are they tired? Like, have they gone outside today? Mm-hmm. Those basic human things that keep you leveled out, and really, usually when I'm working my way down a little checklist, we can find the thing that's wrong.
Okay, if you could write your perfect workout, what would it be?
First of all, it would be to music.
Okay.
And to a beat, not just having music playing, but like It would be
like a routine.
Squat on the beat. Okay, squat. Yes. It would probably, and no jumping. There's no jumping involved.
No.
Probably something like hip hop bar. We're good at this.
We're so good at this. We're professionals. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Good luck with the rest of your shows. And thank you to all the Deco fam for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Happy to have you. Have a lovely day is what I meant to say. Whew. With the amount of dirt that Chelsea has on me, that interview went a lot smoother than expected. In this week's BFit tip of the week, a caprese salad recipe, courtesy of DeFranco's, who taught us how to make it in a virtual cooking class. All you need is 1 large tomato or 2 small vine tomatoes, a few pieces of basil, a ball of mozzarella, balsamic vinegar, and olive oil. Here are a few clips from our cooking class to get you on your way to a delicious dinner.
So almost like you're doing like burger slices for tomatoes. However thick you want to do them is your totally up to you.
Yeah.
And then you're going to do the same thing with the mozzarella ball. So then once you have your slices, surprise, surprise, I'm going to tell you to take a little bit of salt and season lightly your tomato and your mozzarella. Tomatoes don't have a ton of flavor without salt, and mozzarella also does not have a ton of flavor as itself. So just a tiny bit, just to make that flavor pop. Sorry, baby. We'll take a scoop of your basil pesto with the spoon. You can put it on the plate, and you could just kind of do a little swoosh through it.
Is that the technical term, is a swoosh?
Totally. With the caprese, just lay it. You'll start to layer your tomato, mozzarella. Just pour it right across the salad, right on top of everything. And then after you pour the balsamic, then you could start to put the leaves of basil in between. You could kind of stagger them wherever you'd like. You could maybe rip it, make it a little more rugged looking, whatever you want to do, however you're feeling it.
This week we give some local business love to Elsewhere Salon. Located in the Santa Fe Arts District in Denver, they are a boutique salon offering high-end service with a friendly local vibe. Thanks for tuning in to BFit-TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, send us an email, or call to find out how you can become a member of our virtual fitness community with daily live workouts, virtual community events, and the friendliest fit fam you can find. All the information is in the description. Have a wonderful week, fam. She shows you some ways she's... She shells. Well, now that it's summertime, she shows... How about if I say she shows you some ways she's getting farm fit?